answer a question that clients ask me all the time. How do I lose this or that fat, whether it be triceps or belly or thighs and hips and so on? And the true answer is that short of liposuction or liposculpture, there is no such thing as spot reducing. And we all know it by now, but people still keep hoping that one particular exercise will all of a sudden chisel them in that particular area. Yes, the truth is that there are some exercises that will help you tone those areas, but they will not get rid of the fat. If you're a woman, you tend to accumulate fat, especially when you get older, around the back of the arms on your triceps muscles. Triceps are very underused muscles. They don't get used very often, therefore that area usually looks flabby. It's what we call the goodbye arms, right? Another area is hips and thighs. It's very typical for most women to store fat there. Some of it is predetermined by nature. And fat there usually is a little less insulin sensitive than in other areas. It's not as metabolically active as, let's say, in the abdomen area, which is a little bit easier to lose for some people. And of course, the abdomen, the dreaded belly. Unfortunately, what happens when women get older, the ratio of male hormones to female hormones, or especially testosterone to estrogen, changes dramatically. As women produce less and less estrogen, it's not that there is more testosterone in the body, but more in relation to estrogen, and that gives us this more of a male-shaped body with no waist to speak of. One of the reasons for fat accumulation, apart from, of course, eating too many calories, under-exercising or not exercising at all, is the very large consumption of polyunsaturated fatty acids in our society. Polyunsaturated fatty acids are generally divided into omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids, omega-3 being anti-inflammatory, omega-6 being pro-inflammatory. And unfortunately, for different reasons, food politics being one of them, and the fact that vegetable oils are very cheap to produce and they have a very long shelf life, we've been told for many, many years that they are extremely healthy. Unfortunately, the ratio that exists in our society right now of the consumption of omega-6 to omega-3 is way too big, and polyunsaturated fatty acids in big amounts can actually contribute to extra fat storage in an inflammatory way, and also to that dreaded look of cellulite. Some fat accumulation, especially in the abdominal area, may be the result of being estrogen dominant. It is so prevalent in our society. One of the biggest reasons for it is the presence of a lot of what we call xenoestrogens in our environment, which are chemicals that act like estrogen in our body. Having a heavy toxic burden of pollutants, whether it's heavy metals like mercury from eating a lot of fish and seafood, or organic chemicals that are so common in our environment, will definitely make your weight loss efforts much, much harder. But with all that said, it still makes sense to exercise, because even if you do have some fat, I still prefer a look of someone who is slightly overweight but with toned muscles that looks healthy and looks fit, rather than a skinny person that's very flabby and that looks like what we call a skinny fat person. So remember that if you work hard enough, what is flabby will tighten up. Muscle is much tighter. It looks smaller. So even if you don't lose the weight on the scale, if you just decrease your body fat percentage slightly and gain a little bit of muscle, even though the scale may be showing you the same amount, you will actually look leaner and your clothes will be fitting better. So as I said, what's flabby will probably get toned if you work hard, if you're consistent, and it will still look much better than flabby and skinny.